Hola, welcome to my hike. I'm Kevin, and man, what a hike it's going to be today. Thanks for joining me. I know, it's so early, isn't it? 11 o'clock. Well, that's early for some people. You know, depending on the time zone where you live, I guess. By the way, if you live right on a time zone, like in the Midwest somewhere, you know, it's a great excuse. Oh, what do you mean I'm late? It took me 5 minutes to get here. How could I be late? Yeah, well, you're an hour and 5 minutes late. Or no, you're 55 minutes late. I'm not good with math. Anyway, you get what I'm saying. All right, man, it's gonna be a good hike. So strap on your alibis and check out your time zone, and why don't we go take a hike? Hiking off my left shoulder. Hiking off my left shoulder today is a hilarious comedian. She's very unassuming. I mean, do not be fooled by her size or her sweet demeanor. I'm telling you, she gets on stage, what comes out of her mouth, well, you'll see, maybe on this hike. She has a YouTube special out there now called Hot for My Name. She's got a great podcast called Trash Tuesday. You're gonna be hot for this hike. Today we're trudging the trails with the force, the monster, the very unassuming and hilarious Esther Povitsky. Here we are, Esther. We just started our hike, and I'm trying to get the right proportion here for us because I'm so much taller than you.
It was very brave of you to invite me on this series. It doesn't seem like easy to capture us both.
I know it. Well, I won't be saying watch your head on this hike. But yeah, thanks for doing this.
Thanks for having me.
And you're not a big hiker, are you? Well, I don't mean big, but I mean, you're not a, you know,
what
hiker
makes
that
you
hikes a
say
lot.
that? Is that like the heavy panting I've already begun doing?
If anyone's going to pan here, it's going to be me.
Okay, good. I really was nervous that you were going to be this like super strong, amazing hiker, and that I was going to have to like pretend that I was fit and like make up some kind of story when I couldn't do it.
No, no, not at all.
Okay,
you
good.
are more fit than I am. I'm the one that's huffing and puffing. Woo!
But I have lived in LA for 14 years and I have never been anywhere new.
Yeah.
Like, so this is exciting for me.
You mean hiking new or just in general new?
In general, new experiences are not like my thing.
Why is that? You just like to play it safe?
Yeah, I think like, you know, personality flaw kind of thing. Even though I'm learning that's been the wrong way to go about things, but
Are you done?
I'm done now.
Are you done beating yourself up? I like this area because the restrooms are clean.
The restroom was so nice. Like, I was not expecting that. What kind of taxes do they pay around here?
Well,
the outhouses are like beautiful.
Yeah, and you go into some of those like down at the beach. Oh my God, they're like metal. It's like being in a jail cell.
Yeah. Have you
I
been
would
to jail?
Yes.
You're telling me now?
Yeah.
Alone on the hike.
Yeah, thanks for trusting me alone in the woods with you. Oh man. It's nice to be able to scratch your name on the wall and nobody else's name is there. Right?
Oh, you did that too?
Oh, yeah. And I also have a new heated toilet seat, so that keeps me at home.
Oh my God, I have one of those
Do you
too.
really? How great are those?
It's so jarring when you're in public and sit on a cold seat. I'm like, no one deserves this.
I know it. How many sprays does yours have?
Like different settings?
Yeah.
I think maybe like just front and back.
Front and back of what?
I can't say it on YouTube. We'll get demonetized.
I have 3 settings.
Okay.
First one is called fire hydrant.
Okay.
That's it's enough. For me, it's the most gentle. The third one, how you doing? We're just talking about you guys. No, not really. The second one is called colonoscopy.
Oh.
And the highest pressure, fracking. I get rid of my water pick. Our water bill's gone up $500 a month. I don't care.
One thing I am hot for is for having had a colonoscopy. I had one recently and it was one of the, I really liked it.
You did?
Yeah.
What did you like about it?
The drugs that they use to put you out, I just didn't know life could be like that. So I enjoyed that.
What do you think is happening with you right now? Seriously.
Wait,
Do you feel?
weirdest first date question ever. What do you think is, like, that's what I always get. No. What do you mean?
I don't know. What am I going to do with you? You don't want to hear a serial killer say that to you. What am I going to do with you? What am I going to do with you, Esther? Hey, I saw your Comedy Central special, Hot for My Name.
Oh,
And it was so funny.
thank you.
It was so great. And the Hot for My Name thing
Yeah.
comes, I guess, from years of taking flack from your name,
Yes.
Esther Povitsky.
Yeah. It's not exactly, like Alexis or something.
No, it isn't. But, Esther is one of those names, as outdated as it sounds, which you probably heard, it's going to come around again, I think.
I think we're getting there because
I mean, not in our lifetime, but, way down.
like truly growing up, every time I met someone new, they'd be like, Esther, oh, that's my dead grandma's name. I'd be like, thank you. Or like in movies, it was always just someone not great.
It was somebody that was bedridden.
Okay, now you're just like attacking my personal
sorry.
lifestyle. But I also recently was thinking, like, are there other things that I can be hot for? Like, I think I may be hot for my car because I have a white Toyota Corolla. And
That's hot. No, that's hot. So Esther, I've noticed you have a few tattoos on you.
Oh yeah. So I have a confession to make. None of my tattoos are technically real tattoos.
What do you mean?
There's like this company that started making semi-permanent tattoos that only last a year.
Are you kidding?
No, but there's a really big but. I've had them all for like over 2 years. They're not going away.
Really?
Yeah, they're like very, very slowly fading. So I do think like by the time I'm dead, they will be gone, hopefully. But so yeah, I have 4 tattoos. They're all writing. Some of them I got as jokes, but they're still there. And my fiance was like, well, do you want to sue them? And I was like, no, I kind of like it.
You like it? You should have got a permanent one.
I basically did. One of them is my podcast co-host's name, Kalila.
Yeah.
Which that, as you can imagine, I didn't mean for that to be permanent.
It's kind of going away a little bit.
Yeah.
Just like the podcast. But let me ask you something. I'm kidding. That's Trash Tuesday, right?
Yeah, Trash Tuesday. And then Sunset Boulevard, my favorite movie.
That was a great movie.
Love it so much.
Are you a hypochondriac?
Yes. Well,
Thought so. I don't know you that well, but I've seen you over the years, is it something about the size where you worry like about everything because you might get crushed or whatever?
no, I think so. I think that is something that Whitney Cummings recently pointed out about me. She's like, you're small, like you need people to reach things for you.
Yeah, you're dependent on a lot of people.
Yeah. So, it's not my fault. I was a very, very serious, like grade A hypochondriac until I started taking Lexapro, and now I'm like pretty chill. And also other things, I don't know, things that are legal in California, that kind of thing.
You go in for a lot of colonoscopies, I've noticed. But your material, and it covers so much, but you really kind of locked into this groove about, where you are in your life and how you feel about things, which is, I guess, what any good comic talks about. You are such a dichotomy of what people think you're going to be.
Oh, that's interesting.
I mean, you're like this adorable, sweet comic. You go on stage, and then you start opening up the gates.
Yeah.
And it's hilarious because it catches people off guard.
Thank you. It's when you're...
Whoa, careful.
Woo!
Careful.
Yeah, when you're small and weak, it's good to catch people off guard. That's like the best way to do it. I'm in this place now where like I'm 35, there's a writer's strike. Okay, stand-up is what I have right now, and I'm just gonna give it my all. Be really honest, because like what's the point if not?
Yeah.
So I'm all about like kind of, a little self-humiliation, a little Yeah, anything that makes me uncomfortable or embarrassed,
Yeah.
or makes me feel like I'm just really saying the truth
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
useful.
I mean, in your special, How For My Name, you're like singing and dancing this Broadway tune that you
Yeah.
wrote.
I know, I can't quite let go of those dreams.
I love that. I mean, I could tell that you had some training.
Thank you. I actually thought I was going to be a professional dancer for
Did you
most
really?
of my life. I was a dance major in college.
Wow.
And like, I really wanted to be a Rockette, but quickly learned I was too short. And I feel like when you have a dream and it's so easily not accessible to you because of your height, you get a little crazy. You take it too far.
What you could have said when you went to audition for the Rockettes, say, no, don't misunderstand me. My legs come up to here. And I will, look, take a look. Not too much. They come up to here, so I got the leg length.
Yeah. That would have been good. 5 feet. Oh no, I'm 5 foot. I'm 5 foot.
How tall?
Yeah.
How tall are you?
5 foot. Nothing. 5 foot, period, end of story.
Okay, all right.
I also read something about you that you and your girlfriend got hired at SNL at the same time. Is that true?
That is true. We were
Crazy.
great friends for a long time, then we started going out, and that was the worst. Let's go down here. Oh, watch your head, watch your head. Oh, I guess they don't have to say that. I forgot. Yeah, this is pretty cool up in here. What made you want to get into stand-up, Esther? I mean,
Well,
were you in high school? Were you looking for attention? And were you funny in high school? Is that
I think
people say?
I might have been a little silly. I think I was always more weird than funny, or maybe more.
I get that.
More fearless, like never I always had this idea in my head, like nothing could embarrass me.
Yeah.
And I think like in high school, that is pretty powerful.
Yeah, that's a good weapon.
And, you know, I remember like my dad would always embarrass me and
I saw that in your special.
yeah. Which he loves you, by the way. He's
Really?
Yeah, and so does my fiance. Last night he was telling me about like how his favorite thing you did was your reviews of porn.
All right.
I don't know if you remember.
I do remember that. I'm still reviewing them.
But yeah, I think like, so growing up, my dad would embarrass me. And, you know, I remember once like being at Dairy Queen and him just, you know, doing something so embarrassing and him just being like, why would you be embarrassed in front of this person? Like, they don't care about you. And like, I don't know, it just kind of got into my head like, yeah, nobody cares about me. I can do whatever I want.
Did you date in high school?
Yeah, I had a one boyfriend. Well,
Five boyfriends.
one serious one whose house I still drive past sometimes, so it's complicated.
Is that true?
Yes.
Wow.
He has blocked me on all forms of communication.
Oh man.
Yeah, but
Has he said you're stalking him?
no, he hasn't really said that to me.
Just binge watching him. That's how you get away with it.
Binge watching. I'm binge watching him through the window. I kind of stand behind my driving past his house because
You're nostalgic.
exactly.
That's
Wait,
all.
that was my exact excuse. Yeah, I miss my past.
Yeah.
It's not about him.
No. It's about you.
Yeah.
What makes you happy?
And I do recall the last time I saw him, I had just started college and I put on a lot of weight. And when I saw him, I told him that I was gaining weight for a role in a play.
Nice.
Still don't
Nice.
know what he thought about that, but
The movie's going to be shooting for like 5 years. I don't go on many diets. I just try to watch what I eat. I did do this really complicated diet once. I wanted to lose every other pound.
every other pound.
Yeah, so I took like every other bite of food. And it's kind of worked. When was the last time you sent a postcard? Do you ever send a postcard? You know what that is?
I have not sent one in some time, but my fiance collects them.
Oh, really?
So if you need any, I have a lot, and I would love to get rid of some.
I found in my grandparents' storage unit, she saved all the postcards I sent her from over the years. So she got 2 postcards there. And, yeah, your stand-up comedy, it's unassuming.
Yeah, sometimes I like to say that my stand-up shows are TED Talks for crazy people.
I mean, you think that you're going to see this really sweet, gentle person on stage, but then you're like, this monster. Thank you, Esther. Man, that was fun. I didn't think she was weird, did you? A monster, yeah, but not weird. Catch her YouTube special, Hot for My Name. Also her podcast, Trash Tuesday. Man, I'm hot from this hike. Thank you guys for joining me. Please subscribe, turn on notifications, share, like, comment. I mean, do all that stuff. We'll catch you on the next Switchback. Happy trails.